This is a 26-day blueprint of how to make so much money in real estate sales you won't even know what to do with it. I will walk you through this guide on day by day of what I would do if I was starting over from scratch and had to make as much money in as many sales as fast as humanly possible. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the first 7 days of this guide, how to execute it perfectly, and I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can click that link and get a copy of the full guide for free. Day 0. At the beginning of each week, you're going to sit down Sunday night and you're going to go through and plan out your week ahead. You're going to think to yourself, how can I build as many valuable relationships with high net worth people as humanly possible? The key here is we're looking for relationships, not conversations. A mistake many agents make is they go too wide and not very deep. So they have 1,000 phone calls with 1,000 people one time. What you want to do is you want to have 10 phone calls with 100 people 10 times. And when you go deep with those clients, you do two things. You build a real relationship so they're willing to refer you, and you are becoming somebody they trust. After you've planned for your week ahead, you're going to also set up an accountability partner for yourself. This is important. When you have another agent, ideally, that you are working with side by side, and you plan to prospect and grow and build relationships together, and you schedule times every single day for 10 to 15 minutes. On that daily call, you're going to share what you did well yesterday, what you're going to do today, what you need to focus on, what you're struggling with, and how you're going to overcome that struggle. And when you get together with another agent as your accountability partner, you learn, they learn, and everybody learns faster. Just do it. Stop asking questions. Day 1 of this blueprint, this should take you 4 to 5 hours. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up social media. You're going to go to Instagram and Facebook on your phone. You're going to go find the button called Add as a Friend, and you're going to find every single person in your contacts list that you are friends with on Instagram and Facebook, and you're going to either follow them if it's Instagram or add them as a friend if it's Facebook. When you do this, you should easily have 10, 50, 100, maybe 1,000 people from your phone's database that you can now add as a friend on Facebook. Day 1, activity 2, the real estate competition for your SOI. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to call 5 people from your SOI list in your CRM or follow-up boss, and you're going to use the following script. Hey, Devin, what's going on? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I have an out-of-the-blue question for you. Yeah, what you got? My real estate brokerage is having a competition to see which agent can get the most referrals right now. I was hoping to get your help and see if you knew anyone that might be thinking to buy or sell. You're going to shut up and let them talk. If you text this, you're going to say basically the same thing. The key here is asking for help. People love to help people if you give them the opportunity to do so. And unless you hit it off, I recommend to end the call pretty quickly. This is strictly just ask for an SOI referral. You do 5 of those. Day 1, activity 3, go into your CRM and make sure that you add a tag or update everybody you spoke with, so that way you can easily go through your CRM. You don't want to be doing this through your contacts list. That's just going to take you forever, and then you don't have any way of keeping track of who you've already reached out to. Day 1, activity 4, networking. I'm going to have you go to meetup.com or Eventbrite, and you're going to sign up for one networking event you can go to in your market. Add it to your calendar. Ideally, find something with less than 30 people. That way it's more personal. You don't want to go to this huge event. And when you show up to that event, your goal is to not meet everybody. Your goal is to meet 1 or 2 people that you go deep with. You get their name, their number, their Instagram, and you have plans to even invite them to another networking event. That is all you're looking to do, because over the course of a year, if you do that 50 times, that's 100 people that you built a real relationship. That is the name of the game. Day 1, part 5. You are going to do the best open house of all time. And here's how you're going to do it. First, you're going to get a hold of your team leader, or if you don't have one of those, you're going to get a hold of your broker or office manager. You're going to find an open house that has been on the market for less than 30 days, that has easy parking and is a solid price point, 500 to $1 million, let's say. And you're going to sit that and you're going to do the best open house of your life, and you don't know how to do that, you're going to click the link above to figure out how to do that. Day 2, part 1, you're going to go through and you're going to do the SOI call competition. Day 2, part 2, the social media announcement. So now that you've followed everybody on Instagram and Facebook, now what you're going to do is make an announcement post. You're going to let them know that you just got into real estate. You're going to take a video. You're not going to just do a headshot with some text over it. You're going to take a video announcing that you just got your real estate license and you are looking for new clients, and you are going to literally jump for joy and show them how excited you are to get out there and help them. And I don't care if you have to do 5 takes on this, 50 takes, 1,000 takes to get this video perfect to where you're willing to post it, but you have to make this post. Day 2, part 3, we're gonna build your vendor relationships. So check this out. Accountants, plumbers, roofers, landscapers, electricians, they are all people that need houses over their heads that also work for other people in the business. And you are gonna make a list. Every single day, you're gonna find the best vendors, and you're gonna find 2 vendors in each industry, and you're going to call them, you're going to introduce yourself, you're gonna say, Devin, I want to be your referral partner, meaning I want to send all of my landscaping clients to you. Do you accept? Are you willing to take on more business? And they're going to say, yes, of course. And then you're gonna say, by the way, I want this to be a 2-way street. Anytime you need a buyer or a seller, are you willing to send me that business? And they're always gonna say yes, because why wouldn't they? Day 2, part 4, you're going to go into your CRM, you're gonna add all their names of these vendors, and you're gonna add a little tag titled vendor. Day 3, part 1, you're going to reach out to 5 people in your SOI today and use the real estate competition script. You're going to be doing that every single day, by the way. Day 3, part 2, it's time to build your geographic farm. You're going to sit down for 2 hours this week and research and identify an area that you want to become the resident realtor of. It can be a neighborhood of 200 to 400 homes. No larger, this is going to become your specialty area. And you're going to base that upon 3 things. The first one is, what is the turnover percentage? Meaning, out of 100 homes, what percent will sell every year? 2%, 3%, 5%, 10%. The more, the better. Part 2, you want median price points that you're going to go after, because there's a lot more sales that occur between 500 to $1 million than between 5 million to 10 million. Don't go after the luxury quite yet. And then number 3 is you want it to be close proximity to you or easily accessible. Don't do a gated community you don't live in that you can't door knock. Don't do an area that's all condos that you also can't door knock. Don't do something that's all hills that you're not going to want to door knock. Or if you feel like you're not going to be able to get a hold of the owners via circle dialing, you want to make sure that you have ways to get a hold of them. Day 3, part 3, social media. So no more doom scrolling. Say it with me.
No more doom scrolling.
Here's what you're going to do. You're going to be social on social media. So instead of posting, now today I need you to log in and I need you to comment on 10 people's stories or Instagram posts. And because you're hopefully following everybody you know, you're going to start seeing them on your feed. And every single day, you're going to go in and comment on 10 new people or potentially DM them and engage with them. Day 3, part 4, you're going to go find a broker's open in your geographic farm area, and you're going to go and join them at those open houses, because you need to become a master of this neighborhood, so you need to start learning the in and outs. Spend some time with the listing agents at these brokers open and ask them questions, things like, can you tell me about the neighborhood? What about the homeowners? What else can I know about that? What about the community or the association? You are going to become an expert here. Day 3, part 5. We need to deepen those relationships with the vendors we met. It's not enough to just call and ask them for business. We need to show them that you are on their side. You're willing to work for them. And what that means is you're going to go in on their Yelp profile and you're going to leave all of them a 5-star review. Because when they get a 5-star from you, the agent, saying, hey, I spoke with John, he's my trusted partner, I'm excited to send all my landscaping deals, or I sent all my landscaping deals to him. He's like, whoa, Devin, thank you. That's amazing. You're the man. Because when you do something nice for them, they're going to want to do the same thing for you. Day 4, part 1, hit those SOI real estate competition calls. Part 2, reply to 10 people on social media enthusiastically. Day 4, part 3, you're going to go to another one of these brokers opens in your geographic farm, and you're going to film a vertical walkthrough video of that area for your social media, and you're going to use a hashtag of the neighborhood name. So if you're doing, for example, Kaimuki or Kahala, you would say hashtag Kahala, hashtag Beverly Hills, hashtag Waianae. You get it. Day 4, part 4, you're going to go to Facebook. You're going to search for your target neighborhood that you want to go after. If you're going after Ewa Beach, Hawaii, you would type in Ewa Beach Community in the search bar, and you're going to see if there is already an association or a Facebook page. I own a condo in a building called Pacifica. I would go to Facebook if this was my farm area, and I would search Pacifica Honolulu, and I would see if there was a page of all of the owners that live there. If there's not one, you're going to make it. If there is one, you're going to try and join it. And if another realtor tries to join your page, you're going to deny it. Day 5, part 1, you're going to make those SOI real estate competition calls. 5 of them. Day 5, part 2, you're going to call your hot leads. Say this with me. Lead follow-up is more important than lead generation. This is a mistake I made early on my career. I spend all this time going after new business, and I never followed up with the people that I had because it takes 10 follow-ups to get anywhere with anybody. So what I would do is I would get a new business, I'd follow up with them once, and then I would do that again and again and again, but I would never get to the 10th level of follow-up where all the magic happens. I would just barely convert anybody. And so I was spending all this time on tons of people making no money versus spending all this time on few people making all of the available money. Hot lead follow-up. Do it. Day 5, part 3, you're going to go back to your social media page and you're going to reply to 10 people's stories or posts or pages enthusiastically. Day 5, part 4, you're going to go find a vendor for 2 divorce attorneys. And you're going to do the same thing where you reach out to them, you give them business, you ask for business, and you leave them a 5-star review. Divorce attorneys will send you more business than any other vendor on island if you do a good job. So now, by the end of those first 5 days, here is what you should have accomplished. You've had 25 SOI real estate competition phone calls. You've spoken with 5 hot leads. You've attended 1 networking event. You've selected a geofarm and created a Facebook community page for it. You've done 2 social media posts, an announcement and a broker's open. You've left 20 comments on different people's social media pages. You've hosted 1 broker's open. You've hopefully hosted 1 open house. You've built 4 vendor relationships, and you've left 4 Google or Yelp reviews for vendors. That is your first 5 days of real estate. If you stick with the next 3 weeks, you will have more business than you ever know what to do with. If you like this video, please subscribe and tell me what you want the next training topic to be around. And if you want to automate your seller lead generation, check out our website, cmaeveryday.com, where we send out direct mail seller leads so you constantly have a pipeline full of people to list and sell their homes for. Aloha.